The number of international students in Germany has gone from one high to another in recent years. That has cemented Germany's place among the world's top destinations for foreign students, with around 420,000 foreign students in 2025. Europe's biggest economy has been touting itself to young people not only as a place to study, but as an attractive country to work in. That's because Germany needs to fill the gaps being left in its workforce by its aging population. Germany's birth rate has been below replacement rate for decades, and now millions of boomers are going into retirement. But that's not Germany's only challenge. Its economy hasn't really grown since 2019.
Lassen Sie mich auch dies sehr deutlich sagen. Ja, wir alle wissen, dass wir vor großen Herausforderungen stehen.
So what have foreign students been making of all the ongoing challenges? Well, they're still coming to Germany.
I am studying advanced manufacturing. My specialization is in work design and sustainability management.
My master's degree is in North American studies. My specific focuses are on American politics and American culture.
I'm studying computer sciences and my minor is computer linguistics.
My name is Japonda Chimbelu, and I was once an international student myself before ending up in Germany. So I want to find out whether Germany is still attractive to international students.
I'm Tucker, I'm from the United States, and I came to Berlin 3.5 years ago. I chose Germany for the affordable education.
I'm Doruk, I come from Istanbul. I'm studying in Munich for 3 years now. I wanted to study in Germany because I was already fluent in German and I wanted to study abroad.
I'm Shravan, I'm from India. I came to Chemnitz 6 months ago for my master's. I chose Germany because of the advanced technology and I plan to stay and work here.
3 students, 3 stories. They could have stayed in their home countries, so what brought them here?
I had to take out some student loan in order to cover my undergrad at the University of Edinburgh. And I didn't want to have to do that a second time to do a master's degree. So the choice to move to Germany was really a choice to move into the public university system in Europe.
I went to a German high school that allowed me to make a German Abitur. I think it was easier for me to come to Germany than to stay in Turkey.
Germany has more than 420 universities and colleges, so picking one from abroad can be a challenge.
I had many countries in my mind. Austria was one, Australia was one, Germany was one, United Kingdom was one. I finally decided on Germany because it was mechanical engineering oriented, and on top of that I had my sister as well, so it'd be easier for me. I used to get some Instagram reels or YouTube shorts about top 10 universities in Germany. I had idea about many places, but it was like Chemnitz, what place is this?
If you're wondering where Chemnitz is, here you go.
I was quite skeptical at first, but as time passed and I spent more time in Chemnitz, I got to know about the place, I discovered the place, and it was quite fun to be in Chemnitz, and I am taking quite a liking to stay over there as well.
I was aiming to have my degree done at the Global Production Engineering program in TU Berlin, and they were offering me a seat for the next semester, but it was like I had to go to Germany this semester because I was waiting too long.
We mainly chose Berlin because of the study program, because I wanted to be able to study in English, but also because I'm a bit of a history student as well, along with kind of politics and social science, and Berlin is a very politically and socially and historically rich city.
So I have a twin brother and we were both coming to Germany, and my parents said, go to same city. So my brother, it was certain for him that he was gonna study in Munich. That's why I came to Munich. That's why I choose Munich.
Moving to Berlin from Scotland, the issue was more around financing. I immediately jumped into work at the university at FU, where I was working as a TA in sociology for the bachelor class, which I thought was really fun. After that, I started working at ESMT Berlin, the European School of Management and Technology. And then from there, my career progressed. I kind of moved up very slightly in the corporate world.
More than 3 in 5 international students rely on part-time work to support themselves.
So my parents are paying for me, and for now that is all my financial income. I plan to first start with small jobs, like student jobs. For example, maybe working in a kino, in a cinema, or like changing the posters and giving tickets.
Teknik bölümünde okuyorum. Şu anda 6. semester.
I love filming stuff with my friends, and I love getting to know different people while filming.
O değil. Yani öyle diyeyim. Genelde çoğunluk ne?
For example, when I'm going to a vacation, I find people from there to take a video with, and that is nice.
I'm sponsoring him from a living perspective, like all his living expenses is what I'm taking care of. So I provide him funds every month.
She's been sponsoring me for my whole education. She will be sponsoring me for my whole education.
I should charge him interest, right? So no, I'm not expecting anything back.
I feel the duty to pay her back because that is something I have to do. Like pay her back, and it would be good. Or else I have to hear the nag all over my life.
The most common way that Indians try to come is taking an education loan. I took the loan for my blocked account and my first and second semester fees. But after moving here, I found a part-time job, a working student job in the first 5 months after moving here.
Most non-EU international students in Germany are required to have a blocked account. That's called a Sperrkonto in German. The requirement is 11,904 euros a year, from which a student can withdraw 992 euros a month for their living expenses. But that amount doesn't go very far in many cities.
I live in a Studentenwerk Wohnheim. I pay 415 euros. That is really low if you know about Munich, because my old apartment was in a little bit north, not in the center, and it was something like 820, about the same size, a little bit bigger.
The average price for student rentals can vary significantly between cities in Germany. In the most expensive cities, Munich and Berlin, students spent between around 680 and 800 euros on average per month, while their peers in Chemnitz spent about 260 euros, far below the national average of 533 euros. And then students also have to pay semester fees, health insurance, and the public broadcasting license fee, so it adds up fast. And that's without living expenses and a social life.
Some of the most meaningful friends I made were actually through work, was through TAing at the university, because one of my best friends I met through the TA job. He was also a sociology TA with me, and you know, after so many hours of just spending time together and being interested in the same subjects, it was, you know, it just kind of came naturally. Other ways have been through like friends of friends. That's been especially the case with the Germans. I don't have a personality in German. I just don't have the confidence to speak in German the way that I want to. Like, I can't just slip it into conversation because it feels forced and awkward.
It took me years to interact in German. At the beginning, I often switched to English with my friends and colleagues. Just under 50% of international students have B2 level German or higher. B2 is upper intermediate German, meaning that a language learner can express complex ideas with confidence.
I am an introvert person, but I have to be an extrovert here in Germany. When I first came here in Chemnitz, I did not have anything to do. I was just sitting alone at home, and I visited the campus once and I saw this car, and I just went up and I spoke to the people. I just wanted to be in that team. I am a member of the marketing and management team, and we mainly are responsible for bringing in the sponsors for the team. It is like one big happy family over here, and they are just together all the time and working together all the time. So I think that it is very important for someone who feels alone and feels like nobody wants to go anywhere and do something. So I think that one should always go out and find some extracurricular activity to work out. We speak English like most of the people, they know that I'm not so good in German. Of course, they speak a bit in German as well, so that I can learn German as well. So that's one good motivation that I get to learn German.
On a sunny day, you see the Humboldt Forum, the Fernsehturm, Rotes Rathaus, and the Berliner Dom, like all in a perfect, like a postcard almost. You're like, these are some of the most historically and culturally relevant like landmarks in the entire city, in the entire country, and they're all right there in my face. I really like living in Berlin. I love the way that the rhythm of my life looks here. I'm very, very happy with it. But I'm not the only person whose opinion counts here.
In my field, the language is the struggle. I mean, I speak some German, I'm learning, but I'm not fluent and I'm not native. And obviously in climate research, it's a lot of kind of government-funded institutions and programs, and I'm struggling to find jobs in that field that are open to English speakers or are kind of easier for English speakers. So then I kind of am looking at things like startups, and they are very competitive because Berlin has so many internationals who are in exactly my position, who don't speak perfect German and who really want a job.
Wherever Pete is best suited to find a career is where we go next. I chose the first move. It is now his turn.
It is becoming harder for university graduates to find a job in Germany. There were 65% more unemployed people with a degree last year than in 2015. And joblessness rose faster in 2025 compared to the year before, even in fields where graduates were practically guaranteed a job, like natural sciences, IT, and engineering.
I'm happy to stay here and continue working part-time and continuing my studies until I finish my degree, at which point I'm happy to launch into a PhD and work alongside of that. Like, that's what I want to do. But my partner is ready to be done with education.
The change of the dynamic, it's obviously because that we moved abroad together. But it's not just because of that.
Here it's just two of us, so we have to do everything together. We became closer coming to Germany. But it also let us become more independent because we don't live together. We live in separate dorms now, so we are also independent, but also closer, I would say. We are adults now, so we have to like take care of each other, and we have to take care of ourselves.
We used to spend a lot of time together back in India. And when we moved to Germany, she lives in Berlin and I live in Chemnitz, so it's like a 3-hour journey. And we have to really look at each other's schedule to plan some time and plan some dates to meet and go out.
I was kind of mothering him, and my mom's like, stop doing that. It will only create headaches for you. Let him call you when he has time, and then you figure out, if he doesn't face problems, then he will not learn by himself. So I was trying to protect him from things that I faced. But now it's more chill because I let him do whatever he wants. And then when there's a problem, I know he'll call me or he'll figure it out by himself. Hello.
काय करते?
कानातले कुठून घेतले तू?
Looking smart and handsome.
Oh, yeah.
Also planning to learn German. So in future I will talk in German only.
Great. Yes. It was a very difficult decision for both of us to be here and for her to be there.
She's strong enough that she can do things on her own and handle things on her own, but I think that we need her more than she needs us sometimes.
Yes.
Yes. Bye-bye.
So that is one thing. But yes, I hope that she comes and stays here for a longer time as well. So.
I have friends and colleagues who've moved back to their home countries in recent years to be closer to aging parents in particular. Family is the second most common reason after work for why professionals leave Germany. But not everyone wants to leave.
I am not interested in moving back to the US for pretty much any reason that I can think of. Living in Europe, in Western Europe, I have access to reproductive rights, freedom from gun violence. We have unions here that are powerful and useful. Like the reason that we are able to afford the place that we live in and we're able to enact justice upon an exploitative landlord is because we are part of the tenants union. That is not a thing that exists in the modern United States. So I'm not saying that Germany is perfect, but I am able to see social programs and infrastructure that are meaningful, that support democracy and help people other than myself and keep the world running in a liberal, democratic kind of way. It's not happening in the US right now.
More Americans are leaving the US. In 2025, the number of US nationals leaving reached a new record, with as many as 295,000.
My dream job is working for the US Foreign Service, which is the policy arm of the US abroad. I don't know if you've noticed who's in charge right now, but all of my career icons who were working in the Foreign Service, one after the other, were just announcing their resignations or firings.
I'm filling my CV with different things, and at some point I think I want to try to survive with the things I do rather than to find a job. For an example, with this YouTube, filming stuff, editing stuff, maybe directing stuff, and so on. Munich is for me the home that I never thought I could find another after I left my first home.
Around 60% of international students were planning to stay in Germany in 2024, according to the German Academic Exchange Service. In fact, Germany, together with Canada, has the highest retention rate of international students in the OECD. Just under half, 46% of international students are still in Germany 10 years after beginning their studies here.
I really love Istanbul. It is one of the best cities in the world, but the prices there are really high. The rental prices, the food prices. I felt like it would be easier for me to build a life from nothing in Germany than to do it in my hometown. I could still have done it, but it would be much harder. My parents obviously have money. I don't want to be the one to live with their money. I want to make my own way.
If they just pass a law someday that they will not accept any more students, or the students who are studying here in Germany, they complete their degree and then you have to go back to India, so that is one thing that is scary. If they think that the German local citizens are not getting much benefits because of international students moving to Germany, then I think that would be one problem for me to move back to India.
Actually, Germany benefits from international students like Shravan, Tucker, and Doruk. A study commissioned by the DAAD showed that the cohort of international students who began their studies in 2022 could contribute around 15.5 billion euros to public finances over their lifetimes. That's 8 times more than what the state invests in them. And if the job market continues to worsen, the question is whether Germany will continue to be attractive to young people who want to come to study and work here. I left the UK after studying there because I couldn't find an employer who was willing to sponsor my work visa. So what have been your experiences? Do you think Germany is attractive enough?
Jeden Tag ist besser als die nächste.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, aber ich lerne jetzt.
Es war schwer für mich, zuerst diese bayerische Dialekt zu verstehen. Ich kann nur 2 Sachen sagen: Servus und Mir san mir. Das war's.
Und bei mir, es hat ein bisschen gedauert, aber mittlerweile fühle ich mich sicher auch auf Deutsch. Und wie ist es bei euch?